I said, hey everybody, it's the dUgCaSt. Yeah.
Hey everybody, it's me, Doug. Hope y'all's doing good today. I hope you had a really good Easter yesterday. I had a pretty good one, except that it stormed last night, and Axel was scared to death. This single wide trailer living seemed like it was gonna blow away. It was shaking and rattling, and the power went out, and he was running in circles. So we got out in the mess and walked up to Mom and Dad's. He calmed down a little bit after he was around them for a while. There's 3 of us there, so it calmed him down a little bit more. When it stopped storming so bad, we come back down here, and I went ahead and lay down in the bed. And so he was laying on the bed and in the floor. He didn't leave my side last night. I got up to the bathroom once, and here he come. So poor little feller was scared to death. But anyways, you know that's how it is. We got all kind of people here in the chat. We got Lorenzo, Ashton Jackal, Eric Hawkins, Grimaces. I guess that's how you're saying your name. I'm just going to call you Grim. Thanks for stopping by. We've got Freddie Primo. He says poop. Gotham Knights here. Video James is here. What's up, Video James? Tonic Mole, Matthew. Y'all's here today. That's good. I've been trying to learn some more banjo songs. You know, because a lot of people, most of the time you look up old songs, there's really old folk songs, and they got a lone little sticker on it, and gospel songs and stuff. We got Sam in here. What's up, buddy? And so I've been trying to learn a little bit. I'm gonna play a little bit of an old gospel tune and see if you know what it is. See if I can play it enough for you to figure it out. Anybody know what that is? That's one of my favorite gospel tunes. That's all I know of it so far. I'm still been learning it. I found this lady that does clawhammer banjo stuff on YouTube, and her channel I think is called Banjo Lemonade. Eric Hawkins got it. I'll fly away. That's right. But I've learned, Freddie's got it. I've learned quite a bit about playing clawhammer banjo just from that channel. And so if you ever want to learn to play some clawhammer banjo, go check that channel out. There's plenty of people to teach you on YouTube. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Vicky is streaming with EVS tonight, people saying, so go check that out. Dave says he was talking to his cat. Play it again. I'll play it again real quick. Probably won't play it as good this time. That was a fluke last time. I do the wood at the end because it echoes in here. Banjo! Makes me think of Space Ghost Coast to Coast again. Remember when he had that little thing, he named it Banjo? And it turned into a giant creature and he had to kill it, and he's like, Banjo! Yeah. So, it's, you guys know what day it is. You know what day it is. Oh, yeah. It's Macho Monday. Can you dig it? Today's Macho Monday is brought to you by Dave in the chat. He sent me an awesome clip to play today. So, really looking forward to this. I used to have this saved on my computer because at the time this show wasn't available online or on DVD or anything, and I found where somebody had copied it from VHS or something. So we got something really cool, really cool to look at here in a minute. I went ahead and put the new Legends of Lone Wolf PDF together. Somebody was saying that they still need to make a couple corrections, but I don't have them. So I put the corrections in that I have, and I'm letting a couple people look over it. And if everything looks good, and we're not talking about fixing at this point, they've had time to fix all their grammar mistakes and stuff like that. This is just for people to look over, make sure I've got everything in the right order, because I've looked at it so many times that I don't read it when I go through, and I'm just going to get a couple eyes on it, make sure everything looks like it's in order. Then I'll be sending out the PDF. I'm going to send out the PDF for the Indiegogo version, but when I print the Kickstarter version, it's going to be different because it's going to have a different cover. That's pretty much going to be the only difference, is the different cover. Like the cover and like one of the inside pages will just be swapped around. But oh well, that's still cool. Glad to be getting this crap done. Get it out of the way. At this point, not waiting on anybody else. It's going to be printed, and we'll start getting all the extras together. Bookmarks, trading cards, a couple posters to send out. Just see what we can do and get all this stuff out there. Yeah, so let's go ahead and jump right on into the Macho Monday. We'll get this ready. Go ahead and jump into that.
Oh, yeah. It's Macho Monday. Can you dig it?
Yeah, so here we go. Let's watch this clip here. Let me make it just a little bit bigger there for you guys. For the audience at home. There we go.
How can I do a really great show when I don't have any of my stuff? This is awful. I feel worse than I did the time someone stuck a crazed weasel in my pants.
Hey, you letting a little robbery get you down? Don't be a crybaby. Get creative. How about a wrestling match? What do you say?
Come on. You want to wrestle?
Yeah.
You want to wrestle, Mr. Man?
Yeah.
You don't even know what you're in for. You are in a world of hurt, my friend.
Really?
That's right. Come on, bring it on. Yeah, that's right. You are going to get it now. You, my friend, have finally met your match. All right, Harvey. Go get him.
Yeah.
Hey, watch it. Careful, but you're hurting him. Cut it out. Hey, go easy. Stop it. He can't take anymore. Okay, that's enough.
Get him off me. Get him off me.
Okay, Harvey, I think Mr. Savage has had enough.
I think I bruised a rib. I demand a rematch. Next time, that rodent's going down.
Yeah, whatever.
Man, I can't believe
Harvey, you gotta
it.
take it easy on these guys. Wow. That really got my adrenaline going. I'm feeling really good right now.
Oh, yeah. It's Macho Monday. Can you dig it?
Yeah, there we go. I love that. I always liked Weird Al's show anyway. It was crazy, but I thought that was pretty good. We got Thomas in the chat. What's up, Thomas? Hope you're doing well. Eric Hawkins says I ordered me some trading cards yesterday. Yeah, I've got to print 4 trading cards. Another poster. That's going to be 2 posters. Trading cards. Banjo Man, Ash Can. I think we're going to do... I think I said stickers. I was going to do bumper stickers. But I don't know. Whatever. I'll just throw a bunch of stuff in there. So I think everybody will be happy with all the extra with all the extra free stuff. And if they're not, then I apologize, but we're going to send out a bunch of cool stuff. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be really good. It's going to be fun times. Looking forward to get all that junk wrapped up. I always love watching the Macho Man. Oh, yeah! Especially with Weird Al. Just wonder if we can get a copyright strike off that one. We always do. We always do. Yeah. Sam says as good as Macho Man did not take himself too seriously. I don't think he did. Some people say he did, but if he did, man, he was pretty goofy a lot too. He was he was pretty funny, I thought. And he did a lot of voice work later on. Something that's I've noticed. He did the Space Ghost Coast to Coast. He was on King of the Hill. And some other things I've seen. He was always my favorite, anyways. You know, I liked Hulk Hogan too. Hulk Hogan's probably what made wrestling huge when I was a kid. But there was just always something about the Macho Man, you know, out there, and he's got the coat on, the frills hanging down, and the cowboy hat and the glasses. I just thought he was awesome. Just thought he was awesome. But yeah, while we're sitting here, you know, I've talked about it before. People talking about me not having stuff done and streaming all the time, blah, 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 and being upset. We've already looked at this before, but nobody wants to pay attention to all that stuff, but I'm going to pull it up here. We got Legends of the Lone Wolf. Now, this is the Indiegogo cover. The Kickstarter cover will be this, but it'll say Legends of the Lone Wolf up here. This is the cover for Indiegogo, and this and Kickstarter. But the way I'm doing it like most trades. The outside of the cover is going to be printed on the front and the back. The inside's not going to have nothing. It's going to have this is going to be like your opening page, and then it'll have this thank you page, and we'll jump right on into it. So here's a story by Jeremy Peerboom, or I did the story, Jeremy Peerboom did the art. Then we've got the story that's written by Cal Jameson, and the art was by J. Paul Sheik, and it's fantastic looking. Really good story. Then we've got A Shade of Grey by Michael Derrick and John Bond. This one's really cool. These guys something I gotta say about these guys here. They were like one of the latest groups added to the story because they were extra pages, as is a stretch goal, and those guys absolutely just knocked it out of the park. They got their work done and turned it in like a record amount of time and did a good job on it, and they don't get enough credit for that. Same with Darius and Kenneth here. They did the same thing, but their story is really cool. I tried to split up the color and the black and white story some. They all have very different styles, which is another thing I thought was really cool. And of course we got Sword of the Samurai that Marshall Lee did all the work except writing it. I wrote it, and he even we bounced some ideas here and there, and he did some stuff on this. He actually came up with the ending for it, which is really cool. But I mean, he put a lot of work in this. He did a fantastic job. He's a really nice guy. He's got a really cool YouTube channel. You guys should go check out his YouTube channel. He's a really good artist. His channel's, he does a lot of stuff. Gives a lot of advice. Shares his experiences, and he's a really cool guy. Really, really cool. Then we've got The Conclusion, arts, colors, and written by Jameson McCran. This is the new Lone Wolf's artist. He's doing issue 2 right now. But he did this art, and then he penciled it and inked it, and then printed it out, and then colored it, and then rescanned it in, which is really cool. Then we've got Under the Strawberry Moon by Mior and Matt Mertz. And Mior did all the art and the colors on this. and it was lettered by Cassidy Blonde. So Cassidy Blonde dropping some Samurai Jack in there. Yeah, I kind of get a Samurai Jack vibe from Marshall's art too, and I really liked it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, dude, that is so Samurai Jack. And I don't think he'd ever watched the show, and I was like, really? I was like, you need to check it out. Then we've got I'm with Goosey, which the art is by Jameson McCran again. But Joey Tremblay colored and lettered it and wrote this. And this is just, it's a fun, ridiculous romp with Barry Goosey. You got Wolf and Barry Goosey. And this is a lot of fun. I'm really, really tickled by this one. Joe has a great sense of humor. And then we got Serena Sketches. You might know her from Twitter. And she's on here sometimes. But she did this really awesome piece of art that I wanted to put in the book. So put it in there. Then, of course, we've got Jeff Lastly, who is, the artist for Lone Wolf issue 1. He did this, and I thought it was fantastic, and I put it in here. But then we got some credits here, which, like I said, the credits will change. I'll change these for the Kickstarter one. And then we've got this really awesome back cover by Eric Hawkins. I believe he said he drew this while he was in Hawkins Park. So, like I said, we've got a couple people looking over it. If it looks good, then I'll be sending it out. I've been waiting for corrections and stuff like that. And Casty sent me some, and I put his in there. So, never heard back on the rest of them. So, we're going to go ahead and get the PDF out to everybody while we're waiting on it to show up to print. Oh, I'll be getting stuff together and getting it out. Getting it ready to go. But yeah, everybody did a good job. I'm tickled with it. Other than some drama that's going on that's just complete and utter nonsense, it's actually a really cool book. Eric Hawkins says, yes, sitting on a bench in Hawkins Park waiting for a fight, but no one showed up. I know how that is. But, hey, everybody, Cassidy Blonde. His book is now available on Indiegogo, on Amazon. Cassidy, I don't know why you're not, but now you are a moderator. Drop that link to your book in here. You can get his book on Amazon, and you can read it on your Kindle and all this stuff. Really awesome looking stuff. Dude, he's one of these people that I like because he's driven. He wants to get his stuff done. When you give him something, he sits down and cranks it out. He's just a fantastic guy. And he's going to go far, I believe, because he's got the drive to get it done. So definitely go check his book out. Casty, drop that link in here unless you've dropped out. And if you have, I'll make you do it later. Eric Hawkins will be releasing the Zombieful World of Oz book 2 at the end of the month. Really, really, really looking forward to that one. You can read the first one. Alright, there it is. Right there is Cassidy Blonde's link. Go and check that out. Issue 1 of Point Band Comics. But, like I was saying, oh, he's got issue 2 up too, so go check those out. You can go read Eric Hawkins's, well, I didn't post the link. Now I can't see if I'm typing it right. comicsunderground.com. I don't know if that popped up as a link or not either, because I didn't put HTTP. But anyways, you can go to the Comics Underground and read the Zombieful World of Oz for free. It's got a 4-page preview of issue 2. I am super excited to read that. I think that issue 1 was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. When I read it, man, I absolutely fell in love with it. Tonic Mole's got a couple days left on Saving the World. Let's go ahead and pull that up. It's being slow this morning. I got Kickstarter pulled up. Let's just go ahead. Here we go. 68 hours to go, guys. If you didn't get this, go jump on it. This is definitely I like this book a lot. I really enjoyed it. I think you don't want to miss this. I think you want to be with Tonic Mole right here at the beginning of this, because he's another guy like Casty Blonde. He's got the drive. He's going to get the books out there. I'm really looking forward to seeing what this guy does. You can tell these people. You've got 6 Scale Combat. You've got Casty Blonde. You got Tonic Mole. You got Tony Sizzle, Skinny. These guys are working on stuff. You see it. They're not just telling you they're working on it. You know, they're doing it. Eric Hawkins. Pretty much everybody that pops up in my chat and the people I try to promote their books and stuff are people that have a drive. Matt Krotz, he's another one. Kyrie Book 2 is still up. Go and check that out. Lots of good stuff here. Let's go over to let's look up Zombie Full World of Oz. There's his first one. I know that the second one is somewhere. I'm going to create it by Eric Hawkins. Tell you what I ought to do. I ought to hit contact me and created. Why aren't I following you? Followed. I ought to send you a message and be like, hey, when's book 2 coming out? When's book 2 coming out? And our friend Larry's a really cool guy. I really like Larry. His book is up. So many good books, guys. So many good. All right, there's Eric dropped the link for me there in the chat. Which I've been told that I don't do nothing but shield books now, but oh well. I like people. I like these people, and I like their stuff. So go and click on this link. Follow Eric. See, I've saved this here. You definitely don't want to miss out on these books. Good stuff. Can't wait to see this stuff. I think there was something else I was going to show, but my mind just don't. Oh, yeah, there's one more I was going to talk about real quick. My brain stopped working. Where will go? Oh, Common America, Volume 1. You got 17 days left on this. These guys are absolutely killing it. They've got 231 of the 450 books claimed. So you still have a little bit of time if you just want to grab the book. Jump in there and check that out. Oh, look at here. I know Tim was going to do this, but they added a super combo one, and you get all the stuff. You get Common America Volume 1, you get the sticker, you get the acrylic stand-up, you get the pillow cover, you get the digital version, and you get a color sketch. You get a Tim sketch. Sam says he'd much rather watch promotions for stuff, and he unsubbed from most of the Outrage books. Me too, man. I'm tired of outrage. I'm tired of drama. I'm tired of nonsense, and it's the same old crap. The same people picking fights with somebody, you know. I'm done with it. I just want to promote people who do good work and are good people and are good friends, because I've been making a lot of friends, and there's some people that they've been kind of poopy. They're not very cool, and I'm just moving away from that. I'm moving towards the creative folk. I want to be with the creative folk. I want to create stuff. I want to uplift each other. Tired of nonsense. We got Catherine Garner in here. What's up? You might know Catherine from her work on Doug TeNaples' books. She does a really awesome job. And she likes cake, I'm pretty sure. You like cake, don't you? So, that's another book. We got the Bunderdome. What's up, buddy? What's up? We're just talking about people I like, and we're talking about how we're tired of outrage and whatnot. But that's another book, that I've been looking at. I've been doing banjo lessons on here, but that's another one I backed, and I cannot wait to get this book. I can't wait. And that's Bigfoot Bill. And I don't know if everybody here has backed this one, but if you back, it's got 12 days left. I want to see it do even better than it's doing now. It's actually got digital now, guys. But I don't know if you saw it. But if you back the book, you get the preview of Earthworm Jim 2 with Mike Mignola, the creator of Hellboy. You get his cover, and that is so awesome. When I saw that, my mouth just dropped open. I absolutely love that cover. Doug's books. They're gonna look fantastic. They are fantastic. Everybody involved in working on his books are good people. I like that sticker there. You get the Asian Bill. Oh, that cracks me up. So good. But I'm just really looking forward to this. I told Doug, the Bigfoot Bill Army thing. That's awesome too. I love that patch. But I told Doug, I was like I like Bigfoot Bill. I like Bigfoot Bill better than Earthworm Jim. And he said a lot of people did, actually. But I don't know, the story is just really, really good. I like Earthworm Jim. It's something I grew up with, and I played it and stuff. But Bigfoot Bill, man, it's just something special, I think. It's really, really good. I like Doug's books anyways. I don't know if any of you guys like to listen to podcasts, but Doug's podcast, Audio Mullet, him and I've become a fan of Ethan Nicole just from listening to that podcast. Those guys talk about everything, though. They talk about religion, they talk about work, they talk about Hollywood, they talk about politics. But that podcast has been a big help and a big inspiration to me. So I've been listening to that a lot. Been trying to move away from a bunch of garbage, and all this stuff has really, really helped. Yeah, Catherine says Doug owns Bigfoot Bill 100%, so that's always good. Yeah, that is good. I know he can only do so much with Earthworm Jim, but he can put everything into Bigfoot Bill, and the only person that has to prove it is him. Which I did pick up Earthboy Jacobus for like $3 on eBay, and I'm looking forward to reading that. I know a while back he was talking about he might do a crowdfunder for that because it's like over 300 pages. Video James says Earthworm Jim will be the first comic I own. That is awesome. You started off like on a great book. I got it on Indiegogo, so I've already got my copy. It's really good. It's a fantastic book. Matthew says I was talking to Six and told him that all you have to do to earn my support is treat me decently and produce content that I like. Well, I thank you, buddy. People like you show up, and your encouragement means a lot, man. Everybody in the chat, you guys are just so great and encouraging and everything, and it means a lot just to be able to hang out and just chat at y'all. Axel's in here with me now. He come in here and started licking me on the arm. Didn't you, buddy? What are you doing? He's been my buddy. He's my buddy, but he's been like, I haven't been out of his sight since yesterday. Since it stormed, he's been right on me. Everywhere I go, that's where he's at. Yeah. Let's see. I'm kind of lost. I'm trying to see where I was at in the chat. Let's see. Yeah, Gotham Knight. I got your message that you was streaming with those guys, but I got it after you guys were done. The power was out here like all evening. The power went out, and me and Axel sat in the dark until he kept freaking out, and we went up to my mom and dad's house. Then we come back, went to bed, and I woke up about 1 o'clock in the morning, and all the lights were on. I turned them off and went back to bed. Eric Hawkins said, Doug Garrett just started following me on Kickstarter. Just got a notification. I wonder who that is. I heard he's a jerk. If I was you, I'd block him. Video James says, you guys are my kind of people. Yeah, it's one thing like, I found all this stuff through these outrage merchants and these people carrying on and all that stuff. And I bought into it for a little while. And then I started noticing, like, just everything that come out, everybody hated it. Everybody hated this, everybody hated that. And it's like, well, I like some stuff, and I don't know, I had to make a trip. I had to do some evaluations on myself, which, as a person, you should always continue to grow. You can't just stop. You can't just reach a point and think, I am the pinnacle of human evolution. I've reached the point where I'm never wrong. I'm a god. And you never reach that point. You're never all-knowing or any of this stuff. I find that I'm wrong a lot of the time. I'm not always right. I do stupid things. I say stupid things constantly. It's just part of being human. But I'm always trying to do better. Yeah, I appreciate the kind words there, Matthew. You're a good person as well. I'm glad to get to know you guys. You guys is good people. Vicky said they got the storm this morning. It stormed on and off all night, but it wasn't enough. Like, it wasn't super bad, like it was earlier. Yeah, what's funny is the power went out, but my Kindle was charged up, and I have a Chromebook. It's charged up, and I just plugged the hard drive in the Chromebook. Put my Bluetooth headphones on. Axel was laying like on me in the bed. I just turned on It's Always Sunny and was watching season 2 of that and just laughing until I fell asleep. Eric Hawkins says, anyone ever used Ready Comics for metal prints or metal cards having issues processing my arm? I've never tried it. Never tried them. Matthew says drama equals cancer. You are exactly right, and it will eat you up. Exactly what he's saying right down here. It eats you. It eats at you and kills your passion. It does. And when you go looking for stuff, you'll find it. If you go looking for drama, you can turn anything into drama. if all you're doing is constantly looking over your shoulder, you're going to find people following you. I mean, it's good to be watchful and to be vigilant, but at the same time, you can't let this stuff eat at you. If you're looking for bad guys everywhere you look, you're going to make enemies. Me, I'd rather just avoid things and just go on and do my own thing. Yeah, people still chatting in the chat. So we've been streaming for 37 minutes. We've got a pretty good little Macho Monday going on. 17 viewers. I've never done a metal print. I don't even know what it is. I don't own any of that stuff. I never was into fancy comic stuff. I've from day one, you know, I was buying Ninja Turtle comics off the newsstand thing at Walmart, that and Spider-Man. But after that, it was always like dollar bin old comics, you know, because that's all I could find. Used to, a comic shop wasn't like what a comic shop is now. A comic shop was usually a card shop, and they would have like 3 or 4 boxes of comics you could check out. It wasn't a big draw or anything. So I don't get people getting so mad that comic shops are going to close. These comic shops need to diversify anyways. This is like the last 10 years has been the only time in my life that I knew that there was just shops dedicated to comics. And most of them don't even have stuff that I even want. Tonic Mole says outrage over outrage is still more outrage. It's a cycle. Exactly. And one thing, if you keep using these tactics against people you're outraged with, you just become a hypocrite. You do the same thing they do. You become the very thing that you claim that you're not, because you're just a different kind of outrage merchant. I got no outrage to sell. I got comic books. I got Lone Wolves here. I've got we'll have Legends of Lone Wolves to ship out. And you know, this little outrage movement is the only bunch of people I've ever seen who get mad over all crowdfunding comic books. It's like crowdfunding has been going on for a long time, but these people now think they're making up rules and all this stuff. Everybody just needs to shut up. If you don't want a comic book, don't back it. If you do back something, the only time you should complain is if you ask for a refund and they don't give it to you. If it's late, it's late. It's just, we're all humans. We all have lives. Things happen. We're not a company. People shouldn't be held to these ridiculous standards. You should be professional. You should be nice. But doesn't mean you have to take crap off everybody. I don't like taking crap off people. I'll be nice to whoever's nice to me, but if you ain't nice, I don't feel like I have to be nice back. Somebody's wanting to sell me a guitar on the internet. I don't know if I have money to get it or not. Well, see, Thomas, I used to be into that stuff, and I hold no ill will towards people that are into that stuff, but because a lot of people use that term and all they want is good comics. You know, that's it. They just want good comics and not to be dismissed as Nazis or whatever when they use that term. But you know, a lot of it's just outrage and in grifting. And then there's people that use just stupid tactics and stuff. It's nonsense, especially over comic books. I'm trying to get away from crowdfunding if I can. Want to get into digital. Want to get into just doing like you know, I've been saying it from day one. Punk rock underground comic books. One of my favorite things that I've got from Crowdfunder is Tales from Nerosville. They did newsprint old school comic books, but he sent out these ash cans that are just punk rock. I don't know if I want them to be this punk rock, like, you know, on a copying machine, but I don't care to do black and white. This kind of stuff is rad. I'd like to be able to do books like this, you know, like I said, not copy machine. I mean, I know why they did this. They did this for that effect, for that punk rock effect, and it's fantastic. But I do want to do black and white comics, that size, you know, half comic size, where it's just a regular piece of paper folded over, printed nicely. Maybe pick up a nice printer, do them black and white, and sell them for like $1 or $2. You know, that's what I want to do. One thing I'm going to do with online comics there, Damned Nation, is John Delarose popped into a stream the other day and was showing us how to format comics to put them on Comixology and on Amazon to do digital. So I'm going to look into doing that. I'm going to try to get Lone Wolf issue 1 on there, and we'll see if Six wants to do Napalm 1 that way, and just get them up there, see if we can't point people towards them like Cassidy's doing. Cassidy, he's on the ball there. I want to do like he does. Catherine says the kind of stuff people were doing 10 years ago at places like comic conventions, it's good. Yeah, I think that's something that could help a lot of indie guys and bring a lot of comics back. I actually want to do the little cheap comics like that and take them to comic shops. Even like maybe give them some promotional copies and be like, hey, give these away or whatever. Just, you know, if I could build up a little local audience at a couple shops within the, you know, little 25, 30 mile radius, I could ship them a box of books every once in a while. You know, they could sell them for a couple $. Yeah, Tony Mo, hit me up with any ideas you got. I might just take this stimulus money and buy me a decent printer and start printing my own comics. Do copies of Lone Wolf 1 little mini comics. Sell them for $1. And then if people like those, they can buy the full-size color comics or something. I don't know. Just got to find something new. Got to do something different. I'm still thinking, you know, about getting different artists to do short 10-page Lone Wolf stuff, like the Legends of Lone Wolf thing, except just printing them as little ash cans. Then once we get like 10 of them, which would be like 100 pages, we could do a crowdfund for a book or whatever, do a full color, whatever. You know, it don't matter. Just something neat. Just trying to brainstorm. Trying to use this little old walnut up here in my head to crank out some ideas. You know, I'm old school. I like the punk rock, DIY, do-it-yourself stuff. It's one reason I've been recording my own music and doing all that stuff for years. Don't really care much about letting other people do things and sitting around and crying about it. Or I'm not one. I could write 1,000 scripts. I've got a couple scripts that I'm sitting on because I'm so hands-on with my stuff that I have to be the one to oversee it. So, you know, I'm not going to sit around and write 6,000 scripts and start throwing them out and expect books to come back to me. I'm going to write a couple scripts and send it to somebody, and then whichever one person wants to be like, hey, I'll do this, then we're going to sit and we're going to crank that out. You can't just throw stuff to the wind and expect it to come back and have something good. Well, I've been ranting for about 47 minutes. When Streamlabs stops being ridiculous, or maybe we'll do a Hangouts tomorrow. And Dave's saying ash can with a CD. Yeah, I've got a really cool idea for one. No, I don't know how to play the national anthem on guitar. I used to be able to play part of it, but I never really tried to learn it all. Matthew says I plan on doing that too, so I can publish mini comics and fanzines. I also plan to get a pen press and sticker machine. Dude, you get into doing that, and you hit me up, and we'll work something out. I'll give you some business. Michael says, anything materializing with Psychotron? No, the artist I kind of wanted to use, he's super busy. I just don't have the money. I'd really like to find a good artist and collaborate with somebody that, we could split the money. Sam says Psychotron is what I'm waiting for as well. Dude, you guys don't know how bad I want to do Psychotron. Video James says I make 2D games, haven't made a dime, and no one plays them, but I just love doing it. I had a guy who was going to help me make a Lone Wolf game, and he did the pixel art and had wolf and had like a background, and he didn't have the walking animations or nothing yet, but he had where I could move it across the screen and jump and shoot, and it was really cool. And then he took a job like 2 or 3 hours away, and he moved, so he never had time to work on that. If you want to work on a game, Video James, hit me up. I got some ideas. We could, like I said, we could tie all this stuff in together and make something awesome. Yeah, definitely, Matthew. I'd much rather buy all my stickers and pins from DIY punk rockers than these big businesses that crank it out. Yeah, it was going to be an awesome game. It was going to be fantastic, but like I said, never had the. He moved off. I thought about messaging him, see if he wanted to pick up where he left off, but I don't know what he's doing now. He's a friend of one of my brothers. He actually made a game and tried to crowdfund it, but he didn't have like the promotion side of it down. See, I mean, if I could get a game going, I might only get 50 people to back it. I don't know. It just depends on. I don't know how many of these comic book people want to be into video games. But if we could come out, have a comic book, tie in with a game, and maybe some music, and do some cool merch like stickers and stuff like that, and present it as one big package, probably could get something cool going. That's the kind of stuff I've been looking to do with that. I think that's what does good on Kickstarter, is these big packages with lots of really cool stuff. Eric Hawkins says, I use my wife's Cricut to cut vinyl decals for the Zombie World Voss #1. That's awesome. Back in the day, man, one of the bands I was in, we was so punk rock, and this was back when not very many people even had CD burners, but we would record our own music because we would pirate software off the internet. We'd record our own music, burn our own CDs, and then go to. I was in vocational school at the time, right after high school. I'd go to school and print off all my CD covers, big stack of them, and we'd go and take CD cases, take the inserts out, put our own CD inserts in, cut the other inserts out, and make CDs. And I bought a thing. You could buy these inserts. You printed the cover with the words or whatever you wanted on the CD or whatever, and you put the label on the CD. Well, you put the CD on the thing, and you put the label on top and pressed it down and put it on top. We made our own CDs. It took forever. And for what we sold them for, it was a complete and utter waste of time. But we still did it. Dave says, every time someone says Psychotron, the song starts playing in my head. That's my favorite song. That's why I named it that. Thomas says you'll get more backers. People like video games. Well, dang, Video James, hit me up. Show me some of your work. Let's get something going. I think if I could find Damned Nation, if you ever want to work on like a short Lone Wolf thing, let me know. We could do like a 10-pager or something. Because you're a good artist. I like your style. But like I was saying, yeah, Video James, show me some of your stuff, and maybe we could work on something like Psychotron. Get a book going. I could record some songs for it, and like Michael says, Doug wants to present a package. We could present the whole package on Kickstarter, promote the poop out of it, see what kind of stuff we got going on. Awesome. Yeah, send me a DM, buddy. But I mean, any of you guys, if you do art or whatever, you want to work on something, just shoot me some ideas. I mean, the worst I can say is no. And at this point, I'm not going to crowdfund anything unless it's finished. So if you guys want to work on a project, we can do something and set up for however long in the future, and just work on it and get things polished and ready to go, and work towards a project. And well, one thing I'm gonna start doing too is I'm gonna make me up a little contract, and it'll say, you know, we're splitting so much percentage and who owns what and all this stuff, so that way there won't be no legal mess. Everybody will have wrote down on paper what they own, all this stuff. We're gonna try to be as professional as possible while still having the do-it-yourself punk rock kind of feel that we want to go for. We got Zombie Comics in the chat. What's up, Zombie? We're just sitting here rambling about packages, projects, and whatnot. Want to do lots of cool projects and get away from hating on everything. Just focus on having a good time. Yeah. You wanna have a good time. Yeah, and playing banjo. Playing gospel songs on the banjo. You guys already heard it, but you gotta hear it again. I can't play it now. Can't play it now. I have to practice more. I don't play a lot of banjo these days. I'll pick it up occasionally. Been working on musics for people. I actually got 2 pieces of music I needs to write. So they're both going to be on the 7-string. The 7-string. The headless guitar. And go wee lee 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 lee. Zombie Comics says, what is this channel about? It's about everything and nothing. Pretty much, I'm insane. I do a daily show where I talk about the comic books that I work on. I talk about the music I make. We look at other people's comic books. You know, I promote my friends. Just whatever. I do Bill Cosby impersonations sometimes. We talk about Macho Man, Randy Savage. Today was Macho Monday. See, Macho Monday.
Oh yeah, it's Macho Monday. Can you dig it?
On Thursdays we have Theo Thursday. You know, Bill Cosby show.
You see, Theo.
Zombie Comics says I'm making a comic anthology. If you want some advice, I would say don't. I made an anthology. I can give you some advice. Some advice is to make sure everybody is finished with their stuff. If you're going to crowdfund it, make sure all the artwork and stuff is done ahead of time, because something will happen. You know, it's humans. You got humans involved. Something will happen. Somebody will be late. Whatever. Somebody just won't do their work. Whatever it is. So get all your work done ahead of time before you're ready to go to print, or before you're ready to crowdfund. If you crowdfund. If you're not crowdfunding, then go for it. Yeah, Catherine says, I forgot it was Monday. Had I not went to church yesterday, I wouldn't have known it was Monday either. Since I've not been working, every day is exactly the same. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like Catherine says there, something always happens. Always. Something will happen to somebody. They won't be able to finish. That's why it needs to be finished ahead of time. That way, you can cut things that need to be cut. Like somebody can't finish their story. I couldn't necessarily cut things crowdfunding because I promised so many pages and I added extra pages as a stretch goal, and I didn't want to cut pages to I wanted all my people to get pages. Yeah, like I said, my channel's about a bunch of random stuff. Like I said, I do Bill Cosby's.
The kids and the pudding pops. Rudy, Theo.
Damn Donation says plan ahead. It's always good to plan ahead. That's why it's best not to crowdfund an anthology. Doing anthologies are fine if you can get people to submit stuff to it, but I would never crowdfund one. I'll probably never do another one, just to be honest. I'm thinking the only reason it'll be an anthology is I do want to work with writers and artists and get them to do 10-page lone wolf stories. And then once, like I said, we get so many Ashkins, we'll do a collection. But that'll be like the only way we do it. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to rely on humans. I want to rely on humans the least I can. Dave says no good to plan backwards. That's right. Am I worried about the pandemic? Not really. I mean, I don't want nobody to be sick. Getting sick is bad. I believe it, But you definitely don't want me putting this thing right here on, fellers. I could tell you some stuff. Let me tell you. That reminds me, go and subscribe to the Needle Mover Society, where we do the show with the tinfoil hats. I kind of believe we had a good one the other night, talking about what if our life is just a simulation. Talk about that for a while. It's pretty good. Like I said, you don't want me getting into all this stuff. I believe that be conspiracy. I'll be called a conspiracy nut. Sometimes though, zombie comics, I have to open things with my letter opener, and I do discuss firearms from time to time because I like firearms. I have one laying right here. I don't know how good you can see it with the green screen behind me because it's kind of dark and black looking. This is a replica of an 1852 Colt Navy. My character Wolf in my comic Lone Wolf carries one. So that's why I have one. I like to shoot it. It's not loaded, and even if it was, it's a single action. So when people say trigger discipline on a single action, it doesn't matter because this has to be pulled. So it's more like hammer discipline. But, you know, that's how it is. Yeah, speaking of, Matthew brought it up there. 6 Scale Combat, who just did the book, Napalm Brothers, that I shipped for him. We're putting together a free webzine called the Corona Kings. Me and like Skinny, Tonic Mole, bunch of people are putting stuff in there, and it's gonna be free. Catherine says, gun. You know, like all my overseas friends, I have some friends from Ireland and stuff. They get really weird anytime they see a gun. You didn't get freaky about the knife, though. I mean, look at this knife. You know how likely it is to get shot with a gun? The project right now, I'm wrapping up Zombie, which it's about to go to print, and it's a little late. I'll drop the link here in the chat. I was looking over it. Well, I'll just pull up the display real quick. Legends of the Lone Wolf. I wrote a comic book called Lone Wolf. It's about a 200-year-old Native American that hunts supernatural monsters. But after I did issue 1, I couldn't do issue 2, so we did an anthology. Got a bunch of different writers and artists together to write different stories. And so we're getting ready to send this to print. So that's what I'm wrapping up right now. But then we're going to be doing the Corona Kings thing, which you can go to the Comics Underground. For some reason it doesn't work on this. It works on every other computer I have. It works on the mobile stuff. In America, you're not very likely to get shot with a gun unless you're in Chicago, where you're not allowed to have guns. But anyways, you go to the Comics Underground. On mobile, it works good. But you can go to Free to Read Comics, and there's Lone Wolf 1 in black and white that you can read for free. Like I said, Legends Lone Wolf. I'm having a couple people do a last look on the PDF for Legends, and then it'll go out. It's going to print. As long as the PDF looks good, it's going to print this week. I'll be shipping it out. But there's some good stuff you can read here. We got Tonic Mole and Tony Sizzle on Sober. We got Expositioner Chasing a Whisper from the Ideal Comics guys, which is Matt Reese and a couple other really good dudes. We've got Vestry by Shabby. Swarm from Hermit Comics. There's issue 1 and 2 here that you can read for free. Really cool stuff. We got Meanwhile, the other Lenny from Ideal Comics. And then Zombiful World of Oz issue 1. And this right here is fantastic, and issue 2 is about to come out, so go check that out. But you can read all this for free there on the website. But we got Serena Sketches in the chat. Serena just released a book on Indiegogo. Be sure to be dropping that link, Serena, in the chat. Drop it and we'll go ahead and I'll pull it up and we'll go look at it. We got Zippy. Zippy says, now that's a knife. This is a knife. That's not a knife. This is a knife. I got 2 knives. I got that knife. And then I got the Rambo knife. But the Rambo knife is like a cheap knife. Zombie Comics says my anthology is an 8-issue series with 3 short zombie stories per issue. You might like Lone Wolf because in the first book he fights ghouls, which they're very similar to zombies in my world. But check that out. Do we follow each other on Twitter there? Zombie, because if you're not on Twitter, that's probably good because Twitter is garbage. But if we're not, give me your username and I'll follow. You can follow me at dG310. Oh, we got Hermit Comics right there in the chat. What's up? Definitely need to go check out Swarm because it's awesome. And you can also go to the Friends page and find the Hermit Comics YouTube. Got some good stuff there. You can learn a lot of stuff from that YouTube. Now here we go. Here is Dr. Lore and Serena's project, The Death Ray of Dr. Vindictus. And definitely I'm not logged in. I don't want to log in with the Gravestone Press because that's not the one I buy stuff on. But definitely go check this out. Got some good prices here. These are good people. Dr. Lore and Serena are good people. I really like them both. So definitely go check out their book. They got some good looking art. Look at that. That is awesome. This looks like Doug Tenaple. It's got good art. I like it. Very cool. Very cool. The Cloaked Avenger. Very cool stuff. Serena says they're going to put up some full page samples on the page soon. Yeah, Zombie Comics, if you want to email me something, you can. Just email gravestonepress@gmail.com. I'll drop it right there in the chat. Serena says that is Doug. It totally looks like him. That's funny. Art by Trevor, story by Dr. Lore, colors by me. That's awesome. Y'all are doing a great job on this. It looks fantastic. Let me go ahead and log in. Okay. Don't look! Don't look! Don't look! Uh-oh, it don't work anyways. I guess I ain't logging in right now. I'll go and do that when the stream's over. Looks fantastic though. Really, really cool. I'm glad you guys are getting it. I know I used to talk to Dr. Lore some in one of the DM groups I was in. And I got a message. Sorry. Sorry, you got a message. I get distracted sometimes. I like the look, the book, Serene. I like the look of it. It reminds me of I like Golden Age stuff, and I like stuff like that. The hero and the villain there had that kind of Golden Age feeling to him. Very, very cool. Very cool. Awesome, Zombie Comics. I'll check it out and I'll get back to you. So I'm hoping things go back to normal so I can go on my camping trip to the beach next month. So everybody go back to work, make things go back to normal. That's awesome, Serena. You guys totally nailed it. It looks fantastic, and I'll try to mention it as much as I can here. I forget to mention books and stuff, but y'all's good people and hard-working American good people. I like it. Don't take that if you're not American and you're in the chat. Don't take that the wrong way. Still love aliens around the world, but gotta give it up for my hard-working Americans. Especially a veteran Thank you for your service, Serena. God give it up to you guys. God bless you. So many awesome people working on some really awesome books. You know, it's really cool. Ashen Jackal says, I'm tired of confinement. Yeah, me too, me too. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get wild. Which I can go outside and run around and stuff, but I was talking to a friend of mine, and we was talking yesterday, talking about how we hadn't been able to go to Chinese restaurant or go get no Mexican food. And I said, as soon as I can, I'm going to go Chinese, Mexican, and the movies all on the same day. Because all three of them were closed. And she laughed, and I said, you're invited. I'll pay for it. I don't care. Get a whole bunch of people together. I'm ready to go out and do stuff. Let's see. Alright, Zombie. I'll check that out. Thanks for stopping by and being in the chat today. It's always cool to get new people in here. You know, I have people come on. I've not been using Streamlabs because I'm about run out of free time on it. But sometimes I'll throw a Hangout link in here and we'll get people in here and we talk and have a lot of fun. So just stick around and maybe tomorrow, next day, you know, we might get a couple people in here and talk. It's just good to, you know, have like-minded people hanging around. Video James says, God bless all of y'all. Yeah. You too, buddy. Dave said, don't forget to bring the bug spray. Yeah. What's funny is, like, I saved up money, worked tons of overtime. I sold Axel's car. I used to have this. I bought this Buick off my brother, and it was just it was an old Buick, and it pretty much was Axel's car. Everywhere we went, he rode in it, and I sold it. Bought me this little camper trailer. I'm just ready to go. Absolutely ready to go. At least the thing is, if I don't get to go, they'll give me my money back. So all that money that I saved up on it will be good. Video James says fast food joints are closed here, but they keep playing KFC commercials. Next month for us over here as well too. I hope so too. Zippy says not every state is on lockdown. We're not on, like, they want us to stay at home, so you can't go to any sit down restaurants, which I could go get like some food from the Mexican restaurant, you know, do curbside, but they completely chose down the Chinese restaurant. So Zippy says I'll send you some. Yeah, just put it in a box, just dump it in a box and send it. Just mix it all up. I'll just eat it. I don't care. Zombie Comics says I gotta go. See you later. See you, Zombie. Feel free to come back anytime. I'll check out your email and get back to you. Yeah, send me a burrito supreme in a flat mailer, says Serena. I don't care if you just send me a taco in a mailer like this. I almost showed everybody my address, which you can find it online. It ain't hard to find. But I did make a drive to Taco Bell Saturday. I threw Axel in the car and I was like, let's go to Taco Bell. And we drove 35 minutes to not the closest town, but the closest town to Taco Bell. And got Taco Bell. I got me some Taco Bell. Got some for my mom and dad. Got some for my brother and his wife and their kids. So, you know, I had to do a Taco Bell run. Eric Hawkins said I had to cancel my reservations at hotel this weekend because the show I was supposed to do was canceled. Yeah, like my first little show, the first like con I was going to do got canceled, so I'm waiting for my $50 fee back. So I'm looking forward to getting a little bit. I got a little bit of money in my PayPal where I've been doing some work for people. you know, a little bit here and there. So that's cool. Bunderdome says, if I make you a burrito and send it to you, does that theoretically count as Chinese food? It does. That'd be weird, a Chinese burrito. As long as it doesn't have any Corona in it, I don't care. Oh, man. I'd eat it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I kind of feel bad for the little Chinese restaurant in our town. I just wonder if they closed up because they thought everybody would freak out because it was Chinese food or what. Because I would have went. I don't care. Zombie Comics says, I'm back. He's back in black. Back in black. I hit sack. But you know I'm glad to be back. Say it loose from the noose. It's left me hanging around. That's all the AC/DC I know. That's it. Sorry. Sorry. I apologize. Axel's like, are you singing? Yes, Axel, I was singing. I'm sorry. Did I wake you up from your nap? Huh? Come here. Come here. Won't you come up here and see everybody? Won't you come here and see everybody? Serena says, got both Napalm and Common America, and they both look great. Oh, yeah, I got my copy of Common America. I got it. Like, I did an opening stream. I opened it here on stream, and as soon as the stream went off, I sat and read it, and I loved it. You liked it too, didn't you? Axel liked it too. But yeah, fantastic. I'll tell Six that you got your copy. Thanks for backing it. You know, he was tickled to death to be able to meet his goal and then some, and send his book out to everybody. You know, that was his first book, and he's tickled to death. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here and see everybody. Yeah, what's funny is I'm surprised that you've not got yours yet, Matthew. Yours went out in the first batch, or maybe it might have been the second batch, but still, they was only like maybe 12 hours apart. Yeah, Six. I had it open a minute ago. Let me see if I can find it, and I will. Let me pull up Indiegogo. Maybe Serena's got it right there in the chat. It's a great looking book. I don't know if you was here, Six. I don't know if you was here then. But we looked at it. It's awesome looking book. Very golden age. Oh, we've got Metalhead in here. What's up, buddy? He's getting ready. He's got Thrashers about wrapped up and ready to go. I cannot wait. I love Thrashers. Yeah, most people should be getting their napalm today. I've got 13 orders. You can't see Serena? Oh, that's weird. Let me, here you go. Check it out. I know that, been doing, no, he says can't see your post. Which is weird because you're both mods, so he should be able to see it anyways. But YouTube chats have been really weird. We had a couple people that kept posting, and like I couldn't see them, and then I went to the blocked list, and they weren't on it. So it's weird. Yeah, I'm thinking almost everybody's except she said she can see yours. post 6. That's weird. Like I said, I got 13 orders left, and what I'm waiting on are more bags and boards because I ran out of bags and boards. I thought I ordered 200, but apparently I only ordered 100. So yeah, poop on that. Poop on that. But there's so many cool projects and so many cool people, and these are people who aren't dealing in outrage or drama or just nasty bull mess. I get tired of seeing people just being completely ugly to other people. It's well, see, he can't block her though because she's a mod, so they should still see each other. 6 says this is driving me insane. So if they're both mods, they should still be able to see each other. Oh man, that's funny. I don't know what's going on. That's funny though. Thomas, what I ordered was to send the Napalm Brothers. I ordered Gemini mailers. You can search for them and get them on Amazon or whatever. But if you buy them straight from Gemini, they're cheaper. But bags and boards, I just buy them off of Amazon as well. I think I'm going to switch to some kind of mailers though, instead of Geminis, because I can't fit 11 by 17 posters in there. Even when they're folded, they don't fit right. So I want to do something to be able to fit a bunch of extras and stuff in, and a mailer just seems like the best choice. And these mailers are tough. You can't bend, like even this one. I mean, look at it. You can bend it, but if there's a book and stuff in it, it's not gonna. It's the most it's gonna bend is gonna be like that. I mean, I could destroy it, but if there's a book in it, it ain't gonna bend. We got Larry in the chat. What's up, Larry? We was talking about your book earlier. Been trying to talk about all the cool people and all my friends and all the people I like. Larry's a good one. He's one of the good ones. Even though he's a D-gen from up north. Well, guys, I've been streaming for 1 hour and 25 minutes. So I think I'm going to wrap up the show for today. But maybe tomorrow, maybe I'll be packing some more books or something. I don't know. Depends on if that stuff shows up today like it's supposed to. We'll see. But I might just drop a Hangouts link in tomorrow and get a couple people in here. Get like Larry and Skinny, whoever else is available to jump in, and let's just have a good time and a good laugh tomorrow. Talk about things that makes us feel good on the insides. Maybe I'll just talk like this the whole time. I'll just talk like this and be like, hey boys, what are you boys into? You boys want to see a knife? I got me a big old knife. This is a knife I cut my sandwiches with. My sandwich knife. Yeah. But I hope y'all have a good day. I reckon I'm going to get out here. I'm going to hit the road. I got stuff to take care of. Yes, Sam, if you're here tomorrow, we'll get you in the chat. Dave, you can be in the chat tomorrow. Or I'll send out, drop out, hangout links, whatever. Everybody jump in. We can just have us a good old time. Have us a good one. Yeah. Yeah. Axel's in here. He's like, I don't like it when you talk like that, Doug. He's like, give me a dirty look. Come here. Come here. Come up here. Come here and say bye to everybody before they leave. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come here. Don't make me pick you up. Come on. Come on. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here. Jump up here. Okay. Come on. Come say bye, everybody. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. He's like, I don't like it. I don't like it. Anyways, see you later, guys. Like Gothamite says, don't forget the Vicky stream later at 5 if you want to go watch that stuff. Axel says bye. Say bye, Axel. Say bye. Woo! See you later. Have a good one. Bye.